Welcome to Evolve or Repeat, the Evolve or Repeat podcast. My name is Zach. I'm one of the hosts here. We have.
My name is Trey.
And we
Berto.
have. Awesome. So, what this podcast will be about is self-improvement, right? Strictly self-improvement. If, it's about anything outside of the realms of developing, improving yourself, and just overall progress, and just moving forwards in life. If it's not about that, you won't hear it on this podcast. Strictly self-improvement. Behind the name Evolve or Repeat. To evolve means to get better, to move forwards in life, to grow as a person, as an individual. You look at nature, for example. The only reason nature exists is because it's here to grow. It's here to you birth, it comes into existence, and it leaves. And during that time, it has to evolve and grow and develop. Same thing with us human beings. We grow and evolve every single day. At least it's what you should be doing. And if you're doing that, you're going to be fulfilled. You're going to be quote unquote happy. If you're not evolving, if you're making the same mistake over and over again, if you let the cycle quote unquote repeat itself, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're going to come to people like us saying, what's going on? How are you always this happy or positive? I'm working on myself every day. And that's what we all do here. And that's what people who come in this podcast will be, about. That's what they'll be about, revolving, around growth, self-improvement, personal development. So that's the meaning behind the name here. So what we'll do is a brief introduction of each one of us. So I guess I'll start it off. I'm Zach. I'm 21 years old. I have a gym in Hudson, Mass. I'm from Marlborough, Mass. I also have an online clothing brand as well that we're working on. And see, growing up, childhood was good. High school was tough. Been through some anxiety and depression. Been through some, self-harm stuff. Little suicidal urges here and there. Mainly because I just had no self-love, no self-confidence, no self-esteem. Because the only thing I did was seek comfort and I would seek comfort in other relationships, whether it's friendships or intimate relationships, and just never having ground with myself, never being fully okay with just being alone. So dealt with some stuff going through high school. College was the lowest point in my life, definitely the lowest point. Came back from COVID, really just woke up. Something just clicked, and I was like, I gotta change. Have to change this. I can't be feeling like this anymore. Otherwise, I might not be here for long. So started working on myself, reading, meditating, working out again. Just overall self-improvement and personal development. Just really dove into myself, dove into my own mind. Eventually found ground, and now we're here. I have a gym, a clothing brand. Things are going well. Yeah, I'm thriving, dude. I'm thriving, and I'm finally just able to, I'm good with myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm able to be alone by myself, and therefore I'm able to thrive in relationships because I'm good at my own. So that's kind of my backstory there.
Oh yeah.
So who wants to go next?
Nah, Bert, you got it?
How's it going, guys? Name's Berto. Real name Roberto. Go by Berto. 21-year-old from Marlborough. Right now I do leasing consulting at apartment complexes. Right now I had some struggles during high school, but now I've just been doing better, feel better.
What was it with in high school?
Huh?
What was it with in high school? What do you think?
Probably just anxiety, depression at times.
Yeah. So what are you doing now? You said leasing consultant, right?
Yeah.
And what else is in the works?
Oh, real estate, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yep.
real estate,
Can't
yeah.
read about that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Love it. Trey.
And you're in the gym, guy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm Trey. I'm 20 years old. I currently have an auto detailing business, and I'm a real estate agent, and I'm looking to get into real estate investing. Long story short, I'm just looking to become the best version of myself every day. Just every day improving, every day working on myself. I don't like the path of least resistance. I like to work hard. I like to struggle. I'm gonna grow while making this podcast. I hope you guys grow while making this podcast. You never know. This shit might change your life, so.
Yeah, listen up.
Tap in.
Yep. Again, all self-improvement. So if you do not want to better yourself, don't listen. We really don't want you here. If you're trying to better yourself, listen, this is definitely for you. Again, we're not perfect individuals either, but we're definitely, and I feel like I've progressed in certain areas uh, very well, and I'm sure you both have things to offer as well.
Sure.
We'll have guests on the podcast. We'll have a mix of getting to know somebody's story, getting to know them as a person, and then we'll have some deep reflective questions we'll ask just in terms of self growth. So that'll be the podcast here.
We got some good questions.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
yeah.
questions. I'll actually dive into those now, some of those
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
because we already did the introductions. You guys want to add anything else in terms of introductions? Feel like you left anything out?
I mean, really, like we're not going to talk about the news. We're not going to talk about politics. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what this is. But
It's our main focus is growth and evolution and self improvement. If it's not about that, we don't talk about it. Just because it doesn't interest us, and I know at least that none of that really fulfills you, right? If it's outside the realms of growth, there's no reason for me to indulge in it. I don't party anymore. Used to be a partier in high school. I don't see the need to seek short-term pleasure. I seek long-term fulfillment, and that comes from work. And that comes from pain, for example. Like we come in here, you work hard in the gym, putting yourself through pain on purpose, putting yourself through struggle in order to grow. And within pain is knowledge. Within pain, there's lots of knowledge, lots of lessons that come with pain. Whether it's physical pain through the gym or whether it's more mental in terms of mental struggles, and that's a real thing, dude. A lot of people, whether people want to admit it or not, the mental struggle is real. I know plenty of people that I never would have thought things were wrong with, and then I found out, holy crap, they're dealing with the same things that I was dealing with. So
yeah,
it's good to dive into these types of things, and it's going to be all about growth. So that's what we're here to talk about. So what we'll do, dive into
let's get in it.
some deep questions. Alrighty, let's you go yours first.
All right, let's go mine first.
You got one too, bro, right? You got a question?
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah. Yep. Go
All right,
ahead.
my question for you guys. All right. So imagine this is a dinner table,
Yep.
and you're sitting in your spot, and you could have anyone dead or alive in these 3 extra spots. Who are you throwing in these spots?
For me, I mean, of course I love to be. I mean, I'm with my family a lot, so it's like I can't say
Yeah.
family, but I would say my mentors. I would say I have a few mentor individuals. Definitely, Bob Proctor's one of them. Bob Proctor's the GOAT. He's
Go.
definitely into a lot of his content. Then I would say XXXTentacion, the rapper, just because he had a huge, not just influence in terms of music, but if you really dive into spiritual content, he's a very spiritual person. Taught me a lot of things. Taught me how to be in love with myself. Taught me the purpose of life is creation and evolution. Definitely would be good to have him across from me. And then Napoleon Hill, maybe.
Yeah.
He's goated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Those are all. If you don't know those, two people, Rob and Napoleon, they're both authors revolving around self improvement. So definitely look into their books as well. We'll probably be talking about the books that they've written and the information they put out at some point.
Sure.
That's a good one. Bro.
Just thinking.
I think for me, I'd probably do Juice WRLD, probably XXXTentacion, and then Kobe. Just across from him.
What with Juice? What's the reasoning behind that?
I don't know, Juice just seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
You know. The music really inspired me.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay, so-
you learn some things.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so too, but it wouldn't be, at least for me, it's not one of my top 3. That's all. But nice, dude. Love it. Trey?
Yeah, man. I'm going.
I know one of them already.
Who do you think?
Goggins?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I'm going
He's
Goggins.
He'd be right across
Yeah,
from
I'm
you.
going Goggins right across from me.
Love it.
Who's gonna carry those posts, Goggins?
Right?
I'm having Goggins right across from me. I'm having Proctor right there, the GOAT, and I'm probably having Kobe right next to me, man.
Yeah.
I've been getting into
I didn't
Kobe
throw Kobe
stuff.
in there, but yeah, Kobe.
You're big into Kobe stuff.
Mentality, dude.
Yeah.
You think you're doing more than the average person, and you realize that this dude got by on 3-4 hours a day sleep,
Yeah, bro.
and this dude just outworked everybody. That just motivates me to want to be better. The average person sleeps 8 hours a day. I don't want to be average, so I need to do more than the average person. So
100%.
sleep less, you work more, and it's gonna pay off down the road. Maybe when you're up, you can sleep more, but
Yeah. I mean,
Especially
bro,
at this age, like this is the age to grind. This is the age
Mhm.
to improve yourself, to
Bro.
work on yourself.
and we all have like big ass goals. I know you guys have big ass goals. I have big ass goals. Like we're
Yeah.
not gonna reach those goals just being normal.
Yeah, that's a big thing to talk about too. Being normal, bro. I hate conformity. I hate fitting in. I don't like fitting in. I used to try so hard to fit in, and that was a big struggle just because I tried to fit into this box, and I felt like I just lost myself trying to fit in with certain groups, you know. But now it's like I don't fit in at all. Like I'm definitely not the norm. I'm a college dropout, proudly, right?
Same.
College
Same.
dropout. I don't go out on the weekends. I'm not looking for any relationships right now, especially at such a young age. You know, majority of people are doing that sort of thing. That's just not me. And not saying that you can't become successful going that route, but for me, I feel like I just see things from a third eye view and I understand the world very well in terms of how to really become successful and how to really build something. You never stand out if you try so hard to fit in. You notice the red stain on a white shirt because why? The red stain stands out.
Yeah,
Right? You can't stand out by trying so hard to fit in. So for me, conformity is something that I definitely do not resonate with. So
Sure.
yeah,
One of you guys got a question?
yeah, I'll go. It was, it's good. It's a good question though. I like that.
Yeah.
Of course, there's more people too, more mentor figures. But was that right now?
13. We're good.
Right. And typically these will be 30-minute episodes or less. So we keep them short. You get the information, take the information, you head out from there. And also, yeah, today's introduction, some deep questions for the next about 10 minutes or so. Then going forwards, if it's just us three, we'll have a topic, for example. Maybe it's like confidence, maybe it's uh, overcoming adversity, things like that. We'll have a topic, we'll all discuss it. When we have guests, we'll dive into their story, dive into some deep questions with them. Just really get people thinking, you know? When we want somebody to take away something at the end of this podcast. So we'll do this question right here. What are your biggest fears and insecurities? That's a deep one.
Dude.
And you know, be honest. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Be honest too, like be open, because people want to get to know us, you know. So I'd say biggest fear is just not being enough. Not being enough in life, dude. Like that's just I can't imagine being 50 and being like, yo, I regret not pursuing that. I regret not doing this thing that I wanted to do. That's definitely the biggest fear for me. It's just not like Goggins says, bro. Going up to heaven,
I was gonna say that.
going up to heaven, having God be like, yo, you could have been so much more. Like you should be ashamed. It's like, damn, that's a fear for me. And I'd say an insecurity. Despite being a trainer, bro, sometimes I just don't feel like my body. Feel like yeah, I gotta be open about it. Even though I know I know I'm at a great place, and I know that I'm definitely stronger and more fit than the average person. But at the same time, it's like, damn, it's like I'm a trainer. Do I really look the part? You know, sometimes there's stuff that goes on within the mind. Those questioning myself, and those doubts come up. But at the end of the day, I do know I'm at a great place. It's just there's always more growth within the body, within the body and the mind. And in terms of just physical perspective, I feel like there's just so much more I can develop. You know, in terms of body parts, strength. So yeah, that's honest answer, bro. Honest. Gotta keep it real.
My two answers might be the exact same thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm being dead serious. Like not being enough. Like
That's a huge fear, dude.
Like I want to not accomplishing my goals. Probably I'd say.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'll be pretty mad at myself if I don't
Yeah.
accomplish those goals. But yeah, not being enough, not accomplishing my goals, and then yeah, my biggest insecurity is probably just dude, I want to be jacked.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're at a good spot right now?
No.
No?
I mean, okay, progress wise, yes.
Yeah.
Progress wise, yes, but from where I want to be, no.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be
I get that too.
shredded.
I think that's the biggest thing is the reason why I can sit here and say that I'm happy with my body, even though it's an insecurity. Reason being is because I'm happy with where I'm currently at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm happy with the progress that I've made. If I was just starting off, maybe it'd be like, yeah, of course I'm not happy with where I'm at, but I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far. So, yeah, even though it's in quote unquote insecurity, I'm proud of what I've achieved so far. You know. Here, bro. Get deep, bro. Get deep. Let's go.
Fear. I had a lot of time to think about it. Fear is just like not being accepted at times. It's a fear of mine, but it's fine because I'm not normal. I'm unique,
Which is good.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
good.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. The insecurity is just when people ask me to do for favors, I just go along with it. You know.
Yeah. I think when we tried to do this the first time, you mentioned like getting taken advantage of. You feel like.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we tried doing this a couple times already, but
Yeah. It's going well now. Hopefully nothing happens
Yeah.
now. But yeah. So what do you, in terms of like people taking advantage of you? What do you feel like are some certain situations that occurs in? Like, is it mainly family? Is it friends?
It can just be at times.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit of both.
Is it like physically, like mentally, financially,
It's kind of just like all.
all around?
Yeah. They can just bounce around like at any time, any moment. So
Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
What do you think going forwards would be a goal for you to have in order to kind of solve that?
Just not respond.
Yeah,
or not even just not respond, but
Or-
just form your own opinion and stick your ground. Like
yeah,
if you don't want to do something you don't want to do, just
Just don't do it.
yeah, exactly. And just honesty too. Honesty's
honesty.
the biggest
Yeah,
thing. I feel like that's definitely something I've gotten better at too. Is I was always kind of a yes person.
Mhm.
Could never say no to certain things. And when people would come to me with a request, be like, oh, you know, I don't want to, but I'd find a way to make it happen for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely honesty is the biggest key, dude.
Mhm.
You know.
Because like if you're like trying to beat around the bush, if you feel bad to say no and you're just trying to beat around the bush, I feel like that's even worse. Like
Yeah, 100%.
you might as well just
Just be straight up.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody says, "Hey, can you do this for me?" and you don't want to do it, be like, "No."
Yeah.
You know. So we'll work on that going forwards.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like, I mean I gotta work on that too for sure.
You feel like you've gotten better at it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Word. And then what was your if fear was not being accepted? Fear was not being accepted.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah.
And what is that? Is that in terms of like your personality not being accepted, or is it just you as a person?
Oh, it's just sometimes just out of context or just like no filter at
Yeah.
times. So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
hear
it's
you.
like
But that's you.
yeah.
But that's you though. That's a big. That's I really love you. You know, you're like you aren't afraid, especially in here. You're not afraid to be yourself.
Not yet.
You know?
I mean I don't
You have no filter.
nowhere.
Oh my god.
No filter at all.
And like we're, I mean,
Yeah.
and like you'll say some weird shit. And we'll be like, what the fuck? But like,
But that's you though.
yeah,
you know?
that's you.
So it's good that you're able to step into your personality and at least in here be that person. So don't be afraid. Especially like I'm realizing this too as I pick up more clients for personal training. This is what I want to train people in. This is my clothing brand. I don't want to wear a button-down shirt and let's say like a collared shirt and some khaki pants and dress shoes. That's not me. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. If you don't resonate with it, if you're like, oh, this kid's not quote unquote professional, cool. I don't need you, bro. Like I'm not desperate for people to come to my gym. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's another insecurity of mine, like being like in the like professional world, I guess, with being a real estate agent, like
Yeah.
people not thinking I'm like professional enough or like, you know, I don't want to act like those other agents that are like just doing things just to be like yes man, like
Yeah.
or just
absolutely.
to follow the norm. Like I just want to be me. Like I know I
Yeah.
can succeed in what I'm like being me. So like, but yeah, like
That's the only way you will. Is just you be yourself.
but yeah, just like going into the office, just thinking like.
There's pressure. Yeah, pressure too. Everybody's around you probably got a suit and tie or whatever. And
Yeah, bro. You know a funny thing is too. Like, I haven't worn a short sleeve shirt yet because I'm scared like of them seeing my tattoos. And it's
Yo.
like nobody has tattoos there. It's like they're gonna look
That's-
at me weird, but like it's. I mean,
you gotta
to
be
me,
you. You
Yeah.
gotta be you. You know.
Yeah,
That's what I think too. Is what do we have right now for time?
we got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, I be thinking about getting tattoos too, and it's the same thing. Somebody walks in here, maybe I'm wearing like this, and I have tattoos, whether it's on my forearms or like hands or something like that, and it's just showing. It's like maybe people want to share with me, but I'm gonna attract the right people for me when I'm expressing my true self. And same thing with you. You're gonna get the right clients who resonate with you.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, that tattoo's fire. I have something just like it. Oh, you need a house?
Yeah,
you need a house. There we go. Right. So.
I'm like, I'm gonna get the job done regardless. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good. Yeah, I would second that too. It's not like a huge thing for me, but I've gotten a lot better with it to where like I'm not afraid to express myself and my opinions the way that I want to express them, whether it offends people or not, whether people don't like what I have to say, and especially with social media too. Growing my clothing brand, growing a following from zero to 45,000 people. There were definitely times where people would come at me with certain comments, or maybe I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, maybe I'm not going the right way, but the reason my brand has succeeded so well so far, and the reason it will succeed going forwards, is because it's just pure authenticity. Like I live my brand, bro. My brand's called the Alone Collective, by the way. Basically teaching people how to thrive in solitude, being able to thrive alone and be confident with yourself. I live my brand. I don't have many friends. I focus on quality over quantity. I'm not going out on the weekends to parties and stuff. I stay home and think, and I manifest, because that's how life works. When you really study the creative process of life and realize that thought is the catalyst, is the key to life itself, and the key to actually creating things.
Everything starts with a thought.
Absolutely.
Even us doing this.
Yeah, the podcast was all thought in the mind. Yo,
Yeah.
let's do a podcast. Okay, now it's here. Same thing with the gym. Yo, I want to get a gym. Now it's here. So.
Oh, that was your question, right?
What's up?
That was your question.
Yeah, biggest fears and insecurities. Yeah, and then let's get Berto's questions real quick, and then.
Let's knock it down for Berto's question.
This is good so far. Those are good.
Yeah.
Have it written down?
Do you lose your temper easily?
No, I don't.
No.
But listen, do a different question.
I'll get
Do
one.
you?
I got it.
Do you lose your temper easily?
Yeah, at times.
I don't.
What's one thing you would like to change about yourself?
I'm cool,
Nice.
calm, and collected.
Yeah, calm, cool, collected. Poise and power.
Yeah.
Poise.
I don't lose my temper easy.
What's up?
I don't lose my temper easy, to answer that question. But one thing I would change about myself,
Yeah. It's a good question, bro.
I would just already be where I want to be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the journey is like the cool part about it. But like, no, okay, I know what I would change.
One thing right now you want to change about yourself.
Yeah. I get too stuck up on like, not like, I'm 20 years old. Like I get stuck up on like not owning a house already, not like
Yeah.
already living in Florida where I want to live. Like I get stuck up on things where I'm like, all right, like there's not many other 20-year-olds that have this. Not to compare, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I say the same thing.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing for me is like, yo, my brand's not far enough.
yeah, exactly.
Things are going fast enough. This and that.
Yeah.
But it's really just about enjoying the process
Mhm.
and enjoy the time. Enjoy the grind and the journey, because it's not about the destination. It's about the
Yeah,
journey. It's
yeah.
not about the it's not about the goal. It's about like the race.
Yeah. And that's just something I have to remind myself.
Of course, yeah. It's all reminders at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And what's one thing for you?
Think I change about myself? Part is being more straightforward, straight honesty,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and knowing that you can't change something from the past now.
Yeah. So that
We got a minute, but
minute.
it was also only 25 minutes, so
Oh,
we can close it up
Yeah.
soon.
That's a good one though. Yeah, say the same thing too. Definitely, it's easy to get caught up in the past and to get hung up on things that have already occurred, and you wish you didn't do certain things. Mistakes are part of growth. You make mistakes, you learn from them.
I'm starting to like mistakes. I'm
Yeah.
starting to literally like mistakes.
I like mistakes when I make them, but if I don't have to make the same mistake twice,
Yeah.
if I make the same mistake twice, which I do still sometimes, then
Yeah,
it's like,
100%.
beat myself up for that.
Like, not, bro. The biggest thing I beat myself up about is not waking up at 5. Like,
Yeah,
some days I just won't wake up. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Like,
yeah.
but yeah, it's
This
you
there's
gotta remind yourself.
a couple areas for Sorry, we set a timer for the podcast. Yeah, say the same thing. It's like, oh, yo, why didn't you do certain things for the brand, or why didn't you do certain things for the gym? or why didn't you read today? It's like
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
myself up for it. But
yeah.
sometimes it's deserved. Sometimes it's like, all right, maybe it's unnecessary. So
hmm But yeah,
yeah,
I think going
change that.
forward, you're gonna be more straight up and
We're gonna make sure of it, bro.
because that's a big topic you've been discussing, like just being more straight up and.
And start with us too. Start with us. You know.
I mean,
Like-
we're straight up with you,
Yeah, we're straight up with you, 100%.
but that's all out of love. Like I'm not a yes man. I'm not just gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly. We're not just a yes man. We'll tell you the truth how it is, you know. So
For sure.
we'll wrap it up here. That was a good one. We finally got this done after
Yeah.
many
Tries.
attempts. We tried one. The middle box here, the audio box, died. Well, it died, but we weren't even recording the
Yeah,
audio.
yeah.
And then my camera died because we went over a 30-minute limit, so we're keeping things to under 30 minutes. And then but right before this, there was somebody that pulled in the parking lot that works at the cafe upstairs. They were walking around. Shout out to the cafe. They do a good job.
Yeah, they're pulling chairs around. And stuff.
Yeah, so it was noises going on, but we'll wrap it up here.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Evolve Repeat podcast. We'll be back later this week with an episode.
Yeah.
We'll see if we want to do once, twice a week. We'll see the frequency we want to do it at, but we'll wrap it up here. Any last words?
I say we get a guest on here soon.
Yeah, guest on here
Get
for
you guys
sure.
entertained with that, but yeah.
Yep.
Be great. Go to the fucking gym.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
Go to the fucking gym.
Sir. Alrighty. Here we go.